What is an undead? Well, un means not, and dead means not alive. So they're not alive. So they're alive. But everything alive is alive, but not everything that's alive is undead. So undead are dead that got dead, then got not dead, but some dead that got not dead aren't undead. Like if someone gets resurrected. They're not dead, but they're not dead. I mean undead. It's actually pretty simple. A body brought back to life without a soul is undead. Except for ghosts, which are brought back to life with only a soul. Or liches, which have a body and a soul, they just don't talk much these days. Okay, if body and soul no touch is undead. So here's the thing. In these videos, I'm not trying to criticize challenge rating. It's important to have some metric for how difficult a fight will be. I'm trying to show that a fight that's an apocalyptic, world-ending event for one party is a mild inconvenience for another. Not this time, I'm criticizing the shit out of challenge rating here. The CR for these things is a goddamn nightmare. There are DMs who will prepare encounters just by looking at the challenge rating and not bother to read what the creature can do. In general, that's probably fine, but you cannot do that with undead. You will kill your friends and they'll remember it. This is gonna be at least 3 parts, because there are 3 types of undead, and there are way too many to talk about in one video. You've got corporeal undead, incorporeal undead, and intelligent undead. The difference is corporeal undead would have to break down a door, incorporeal undead would pass through the door, and intelligent undead would just open the door. Rules! Also, they're in the description. In this video, I'll be talking about corporeal undead, starting with the lowest challenge rating and working my way up from there. The classes are going to be very similar for all of them, so I'll just keep the exact build at the top of the screen to keep track of the minor differences. First, we have the Crawling Claw. At challenge rating 0, the party is level 1, and there would need to be 14 of them for the encounter to be deadly. Okay. Well, killing them is pretty easy, but surviving the first round might be an issue. They only have 2 HP, which is conveniently the minimum damage for magic missiles, so 12 of them will turn into 0 of them 100% of the time. To survive, the party's gonna be 4 variant human Forge Clerics. At level 1, Forge Cleric's armor can barely be called armor. They may as well just put up a brick wall between them and the enemy that just says, fuck off. They can have an AC of 19 using only starting equipment. Fighter and Paladin can too, but for a full caster, that's just asking the DM to throw an ancient blue dragon at a level 1 party and the clerics would probably still win. They're gonna take the Magic Initiate feat, learning the best spell in the game. Is Magic Missile gonna be the answer for everything in this video? You bet your ass it probably won't be. Oh boy, spreadsheets! If all of them cast protection from good and evil before the battle, giving the hands disadvantage, the odds that Blintley the cleric meets the same fate as that one guy from Jurassic Park 2 are 8%. Not even the odds he dies, just goes down. The remaining 2 claws metaphorically shit themselves, as their 20-foot move speed means they're definitely not going to be able to avoid joining the rest of their body. Null Witherling. Okay, here's where the shenanigans start. These things are challenge rating 1/4, which means there has to be 4 of them for it to be deadly at level 1. In what fucking reality does a challenge rating 1/4 monster have multi-attack? I like the wording of its rampage ability. When the Witherling reduces a creature to 0 hit points. Not if, when. Because it will. Oh, they also get an attack as a reaction when one of them dies, which means if they go first in initiative, that is a minimum of 11 attacks total. Challenge rating 1/4? Really, Jeremy? To be fair, if the party is exactly the same, the Witherlings will only have a 9% chance to hit with each attack. Okay, maybe I overstated how strong they are. They only have 11 health, which means 2 magic missiles are guaranteed to kill one. Problem! Magic Initiate only allows 1 cast of magic missile. Even though the clerics have spell slots and have dedicated their lives to learning magic, this specific spell is just beyond them. God damn it, Jeremy! So they can kill 2 of them, and then they're just fucked. Alright, well if the gnolls have multi-attack, the clerics are gonna have multi-attack too. So instead, they're all gonna be war clerics and take the Heavy Armor Master feat. Heavy Armor Master reduces the damage they take by 3, so the gnolls will be dealing 1d4 minus 1 instead of 1d4 plus 2. The clerics have to hit 3 attacks to guarantee they kill a gnoll, and there's a 99% chance they land 12 attacks by the 3rd turn, so it'll take 3 rounds to kill the gnolls. In those rounds, the gnolls will make 24 attacks. Can Blintley the cleric survive 3 rounds against the gnolls? Well, they need to land at least 4 attacks to have a chance to kill him, and there's a 34% chance that 4 attacks hit. I don't love that, but there's a very obvious strategy here. All we need is for the clerics to fall in love, develop a healthy relationship, get married, and gain a +2 to their AC. Now the gnolls only have a 6.25% chance to land each attack. Oldest trick in the book. Will Blintley survive with the power of love? Yes, I don't even need a spreadsheet for this one. There's only a 6% chance they land 4 attacks, and even if they do, there's only a 2% chance those attacks kill. Skeletons have 1 more health and 1 more AC than the Witherlings, so they're still gonna die in 2 rounds as well, but instead of 24 attacks, they're only gonna make 6. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with this one. The odds of Blintley going down are basically 0. Next in the list of cannon fodder whose sole purpose is to be fireballed to make the wizard feel good are zombies. Zombies are just skeletons, but instead of being a lame lumpy pile of bones, they're a lame lumpy pile of fleshy bits. They have undead fortitude, which means no matter how much damage we deal, they might just refuse to die. Technically, a zombie could kill a level 20 fighter. Most difficult creature in existence confirmed. I'm gonna pretend that isn't true and say we need to deal 22 damage and then hit them 1 more time. Their AC is only 8. The zombies will each die in 6 attacks 99% of the time, so we need 24 attacks to kill, which will happen 99% of the time after 32 attacks. They can only attack as a bonus action 3 times each, so it'll take 5 rounds to kill the zombies. In that time, the zombies have to land at least 4 attacks to have a chance of downing Blintley. Yeah, the zombies don't win. Warhorse Skeleton. Okay, I feel like you wouldn't just be fighting a horse. Something would be riding the horse, right? Fuck it. This horse has been bullying Blintley, calling him fat, ugly, and short, and it needs to die. Blintley isn't short. At CR 1/2, there'll be 3 of them. They have 22 HP, AC 13, plus 6 to hit. They deal 2d6 plus 4 damage. I'm sorry, what? That plus to hit and damage output is fucking insane. Okay, well they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so swap out the swords for warhammers. We need to hit each one 3 times, and there's a 99.8% chance that the clerics hit 9 times in 3 turns. Can Blintley survive being trampled by horses for 18 seconds? Well, considering it's possible for him to get downed in a single hit, it's spreadsheet time. Oh, good. There's a 22% chance that Blintley goes down. I don't think the strategy's getting any better than this. So let's just see how likely it is that Blintley straight up dies. In order to die, he would have to go down and then either get hit by 2 more attacks or take another 11 damage. Oh, and the attacks wouldn't have disadvantage anymore. And they automatically crit if they hit. Yeah, Blintley's fucking dead. If anybody has a better strategy, let me know, because I miss Blintley. Ghouls. At challenge rating 1, there'll be 2 ghouls. Each one is actually weaker than a horse in just about every way. Horses are the strongest creatures in existence confirmed. The only thing making them spooky is their paralysis claws. The clerics need to land 4 hits to kill each ghoul 97% of the time, which they can do by the second round 97% of the time, which comes out to a 94.5% chance that both ghouls die. That means they'll only get to make 3 attacks total. They only have an 18% chance to land 1 attack. I think the clerics win. Ghasts. At challenge rating 2, there's only going to be 1 of them. It has 36 hit points, which means it'll die to 1 round of magic missile. Fuck yeah, best spell in the game. Heavy Armor Master is out and Magic Initiate is back in. Slight problem, these guys are smelly. So smelly they poison you. Okay, Magic Missile doesn't give a shit. They do also have paralysis claws. The odds of Blintley getting paralyzed are less than 2%. Yeah, that's fine. Minotaur Skeleton. Also challenge rating 2, it has 67 hit points. Well, since it's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, with a warhammer, it'll die on the second round basically 100% of the time. Slight problem, the charge attack deals 4d8 plus 4 damage. If that hits, it's gonna down Blintley 100%. So that's a 12% chance that Blintley just drops right off the bat. And every swing of the axe has a 90% chance to down someone if it hits. I got nothing. I think it's time to draw on the power that is Spuddy Cube's brain. Jesus Christ, you always come through. If all 4 of them cast Silvery Barbs, the Gore attack has a 0.18% chance to hit. They can't do that again, but even if it downs someone on the second turn, it'll still die and a quick healing word will keep Blintley breathing. For now. Ogre Zombie. Oh god, it's even worse! 85 hit points, no vulnerabilities, and even more damage. How? God damn it, can the party be level 2 already? Alright, same strategy. Silvery Barb's the first attack, heal Blintley after the second attack. Easy. I am ignoring the Undead Fortitude though. So what if instead of using Silvery Barbs on the first attack, they hope for the best, tank 2 attacks, and Silvery Barbs the Undead Fortitude? They can survive 1 attack with Healing Word, and the odds of the Ogre landing both is only 1.5%. I'll take it. Mummy. I've actually never used this stat block in a game before. Never really had a reason to. Now I'm glad I didn't. What the fuck? 5d6 plus 3 damage in a single hit that can't be healed against a level 1 character that's death. of the certain variety. It's vulnerable to fire damage, but there isn't a great way to take advantage of that at level 1. Okay, I think I might need to break the rules here. I always say it'll be one creature against a party of 4 unless it isn't deadly at level 1. My encounter calculator is telling me that this is extremely deadly just based on the challenge rating, and undead are already unbalanced as it is, so I'm gonna make it 2 mummies against a party of level 3 characters. It's still deadly, but now it is an instant death deadly. The characters are gonna have 1 level of Forge Cleric for an AC of 21, and 2 levels of Order of Scribes Wizard. All 4 of them are going to cast Magic Missile, but using their Awakened spellbook, they'll change the damage to fire, making it a spicy missile. 4 missiles a la fuego will kill a mummy 100% of the time. The wizards can Silvery Barbs the fuck out of the first attack, so we really only need to worry about 2 attacks. Actually, 2 casts of Silvery Barbs will reduce the odds of each attack hitting to 0.4%. So we really only have to worry about 1 attack hitting. But since that attack would be on the second round, they can Silvery Barbs again. So yeah, the mummies just lose. Sword Wraith Warrior. This thing is CR3. There's 2 of them. Blintly casts Shield if they hit, increasing his AC to 26, meaning they have to get a natural 20 to hit him. There's a 1.5% chance they hit him once out of their 6 attacks. This thing is not CR3, it's weaker than the Minotaur. Wights. Yeah, it's no different than the Sword Wraith Warrior. Beholder Zombies. This thing probably could have been in the Beholder video, but I guess I'll talk about it here. At challenge rating 5, the party's still level 3. Hey, guess what spell they have access to now? Is it the Turn the Lights Off spell? It's the Turn the Lights Off spell. For the first time, the team isn't clerics. They're warlocks with Devil's Sight. They can see the Beholder can't see them, and none of the eye rays work if it can't see. Yeah, they win. Bodak. What the fuck is this thing? It looks like the bad guy from that one horror movie. Halloween. At CR6, the party's level 4. The most important thing about this is they can't look at it. The party's gonna be 4 goblins with 1 level of fighter and 3 levels of wizard. I've never gotten to use this before. They're gonna take the blind fighting style so they can see it without seeing it, and they'll all cast Magic Missile, killing it in 1 round. And finally, jumping from CR6 to 20, Jesus, we have the Nightwalker. The party's level 14. Let's look at the stat block. It has 300 hit points, it can fly, it's resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, and non-magical attacks. It's immune to necrotic, poison, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poison, prone, and restrained. You take damage if you start your turn near it, you can't be revived if it downs you, you can't be healed if it hurts you, and it's so scary it paralyzes you. Fuck. Well, first things first, we desperately need a cleric or druid on the team. They can cast Hero's Feast the night before the fight, which does a lot of things, but most importantly, it makes everyone spook resistant. Now, I noticed something. The Nightwalker only deals necrotic damage. It can't deal any other type of damage. Undead warlocks can become immune to necrotic damage for 1 minute. So the only question is, can Blintly the Cleric stay alive long enough for the warlocks to Eldritch Blast the Nightwalker out of existence? Easily! He's gonna stay home. He's gonna cast Hero's Feast, then let the other 3 characters deal with it. They don't need him. They can't be damaged by this thing. Maybe he'll cast Scrying, just to make sure they've got it covered. Which they do. So can the warlocks kill the Nightwalker in 1 minute using Eldritch Blast? Well, in that 1 minute they can cast Eldritch Blast 30 times, which is 90 bolts total. With an 85% chance to hit, there's a 99% chance that 69 of them hit. That is 69d10 plus 345 damage. That's a minimum of 414, and there's basically a 100% chance it deals over 600 damage. That'll kill 2 Nightwalkers. Oh, they can do that 5 times per day? Okay, how many Nightwalkers can they kill in 5 minutes? Well, out of their 450 Eldritch Blasts, 360 will hit 99% of the time, which will deal 3,600 damage, killing 12 Nightwalkers. Jesus fucking Christ. According to my calculator, that's a deadly encounter for 59 level 20 characters. Challenge rating is a joke, and that's how you kill undead. But yeah, see you next time when I talk about hags.